Pinnavaia, and welcome to Guitar Technique Builders. Back about 10 years ago, I was a different type of guitar player. I was more interested in technique, I was more interested in speed, and I certainly wasn't building out my legato style at that particular time. My influences were John Petrucci, Paul Gilbert, Alan Holdsworth, of course, Joe Satriani, and I was very much into rock, a little bit of jazz, but I alternate picked everything. I never hardly ever did any legato style lines, and for some reason I was more concerned about building the technique than I was about building musical ideas. So over the last 10 years I kind of started looking at my playing and saying, okay, these are the things I'm really good at, and I'm gonna just stick with these things and develop those techniques. But before I did that, I developed an ebook, and I put that out there online to help other players look at different ways of building their technique. These were things that I had struggled with, that I had wanted to work more with. So those techniques included alternate picking, they included pivoting with alternate picking, cross-string exercises, angular exercises, directional picking, sweep picking, hand stretching, and finger independence. So, and different ways that I can combine those exercises together to help maximize the amount of practice time that I had, because at times I didn't have enough time to practice. So I was really looking towards building exercises that had multi-functions to it, so that I was able to work on pivoting exercises, finger independence, and alternate picking all at the same time. So what I decided to do is put a video out that helps to explain a lot of these exercises, so that people can, other musicians can, gain a lot of information from them, but also understand why those technique building exercises were done that way. And this is not necessarily the type of course for you to want to become a shredder. This is not the purpose. The purpose of the course is not for you to become a shredding guitar player or to play really fast. It is really based around developing the command over your instrument to perform the musical ideas that you want to play, that you want to get across to the listener. It doesn't matter what style of music that you want to do. There needs to be technique in order to get those ideas across in a way that people are going to understand. So as I moved away from being hyper technical with my playing, I still realized that there is value to doing these types of studies. So in the course, we're going to break down each one of these different concepts. I'm going to play them slow for you. I'm going to use a really organic sound that is, overdriven but not laden with delay and reverb, because we want to really listen to the nuances of your fingers and of your hands, and we want to extract from that what is pleasing, and we want to also listen to what is not so pleasing, so that we can work towards correcting those issues, and they're really personalized issues. So it's something that I may not have a problem listening to you do, but if you listen to the recording, you may be like, I don't really like that. And that's okay, because in the end, the person who's going to be really the most satisfied with the playing is you. So take the time to, record yourself and listen back. That's part of it. And also we're going to cover two musical examples, because chromatic exercises are not musical, but we can still apply the concepts to studies that are built out of like the key of C major, and I will go through those slowly as well, so that you guys can get an idea of, again, where I was coming from with those studies, and how you can use that to develop your own musical studies as well, because it's good to be creative and to work through the techniques, because what you want to do also is that if there's an idea you want to get out and you're hearing it and conventional techniques just aren't working, then you have to develop some way of getting that out there, because that is part of what makes you a unique player, and you need to capitalize on that. So when you develop a technical study, it can really be personalized towards you and what it is that you want to do with the instrument. It could be a tapping exercise, it can be an arpeggio exercise, it can be legato exercise, it could be directional picking, it could be any number of the above. It could be something that you feel like you really, really want to work towards, and you want to do more cross string exercises, well then, you know, take a C major mode and work towards developing a musical idea as well. So those are the end goals in a way, and we want to get there by starting through this course and going through the exercises and examples that I have here along with the explanations, and work on becoming the guitar player that you want to become. So let's dig in, guys.